Hey everyone, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to Direct Connect presented by United, where you guys, the fans, get to ask the questions and connect directly with players through our social media platforms. It's an off week for the PGA Tour and the FedEx Cup playoffs, but the Champions Tour is contesting a brand new event in Hawaii, the Pacific Links Hawaii Championship. Our guest this week, certainly one of the favorites. We say hello to Michael Allen. Michael, it looks like the surroundings are pretty dreadful right there. Sorry we couldn't make things more comfortable for you.
It is tough. We got a little wind, palm trees blowing, tropical air. It's a beautiful spot, I know. Another tough week of work.
It's been a terrific season thus far for Michael Allen, fourth in the Charles Schwab Cup point standings. Let's get it moving here with our questions. First one comes through Facebook from Paul Waitro. It says, is it true you plan to be a stockbroker before you took up professional golf?
It is. That was like my first job opportunity. My father got me into Morgan Stanley, the training program. Yeah, it was something I always enjoyed, the stock market. I enjoyed kind of stocks and kind of the world happenings and what happens when, how these world events kind of affect the stock. And so as a young man, I always enjoyed that part of it. I realized, later in life I wasn't very good at it, but yes, that was my first job opportunity.
Michael Allen also used to be the professional at Winged Foot back in the day. He played the PGA Tour, contested more than 300 career starts without winning, joined the Champions Tour 2009, first event, Senior PGA Championship. Bingo, he wins it, of course. Next question from Gary McCormick comes through the Tour Report. And Michael, it says, to what do you attribute your late blooming success on the Champions Tour?
I think it goes to a number of things. Number one, as I played on the tour for about 7 years and didn't do very well, when I came back, I think my perspective was different. I really enjoyed what I did out here. I realized how hard it is to make a living in the real world. So that was really a big part. And then finally, as I kind of got a hold of, Mike Mitchell got a hold of me after searching for a different way of playing golf or swinging the golf club. That in itself was a big deal. Once I got that going, my fitness, to get my body to at least move functionally better, those are the 2 or 3 things that really made the difference for me. As my fitness took place, then my body was able to react and do the things I wanted to do, and then my golf swing got easier for me, and hence the game was easier to maintain.
By the way, folks, Michael Allen was the subject of a segment recently recorded with Jane Pauley. It's called Your Life Calling. It profiles people in their 50s who have reinvented themselves. Michael has certainly done that. That'll be part of the Today Show segment between 8:30 and 9 a.m. on September 17th. Michael, that must have been fun to film that.
It was really an honor. I mean, it was, have Jane Pauley, one of those icon broadcasters that I grew up with as a young man, to actually want to do a show on me was really a great honor. I always think of myself as just basically a working guy. Love doing what I do, and for her to take notice and want to make a segment out of my life is certainly quite a great honor.
2 victories this year for Michael Allen, the Encompass Insurance Pro-Am in Tampa Bay, the Liberty Mutual Insurance Legends of Golf teaming with David Frost for that victory. Next question through Facebook from Rich Karn. It says, hey Michael, was it the realization of a lifelong dream to qualify for the U.S. Open at Olympic this year? I'm sure it was a special week at your home course in San Francisco there, Michael.
Yes, that was truly one of the great things that has happened in my golfing career. My father's first question was about being a stockbroker. My father came back to me after I'd worked for about 2 weeks and said, hey, we got the U.S. Open at Olympic Club. And that was from 1987. That was the point when he said, I can always get you back into Morgan Stanley and, hopefully help you get a job there. But why don't you go see how good you can get and see if you can get into the U.S. Open. So that was a point in my career that, I've always wanted to play in the U.S. Open at Olympic Club. It's been one of the reasons I started playing golf professionally, to be able to play your home course. It was something I've been working for. In '98, I was the first alternate, didn't get in. The first out in the whole country all week, and no one dropped out that year. So yeah, I mean, it was a long time coming, and to do it at 53, competing against these guys to qualify 36 holes. So one of my two main goals of the year, number one was to play an Olympic club, and I did that and competed pretty well. I didn't play my best, but had just a wonderful time. Everybody rooting for me. It couldn't have been a better week for me. It was the highlight of my career almost.
A very productive week for Michael Allen in San Francisco. He finished tied for 56th. Next question comes through Twitter from No Merlot 65. Okay, it says, now that you live in Scottsdale, how often do you get back home and visit the stunning wine country of Northern California? Now I see where No Merlot 65 was going there, Michael. You're a San Mateo, California, Northern California guy.
Yeah, exactly. As a young man, I used to go up to Napa all the time. I mean, I loved it. It was my favorite getaway. I am now. My wife doesn't really drink wine. I actually haven't been to the wine country for quite a while. So I think hopefully in the next few years I will be getting up to Napa and that Sonoma area quite a bit more. I love that area, my favorite place in the world.
There may be a connection there to our next question here, Michael. Through Facebook from Mike Barnblatt. Says, what's your favorite meal?
Well, it would have to be Barney's prime rib. It's certainly right up there. That and one of my wife's eggplant parmesan are two of my favorite meals I'll ever eat.
That was a good answer. Way to work your wife into the conversation. Nicely done.
Yes.
One last one for Michael Allen here. Maybe this is sort of an after-dinner connection. It comes through the tour report from 20 years on tour. It says Colombian or Mexican. Now I assume we're appealing to the tastes of Michael Allen, the cigar aficionado, right?
I don't know. I love cigars. I'm not sure I've had too many Colombian cigars, but I know the Dominicans are wonderful. Been a long time coming. About time to have a victory cigar. But if I had my choice, my favorite two cigars, Hargis No. 4 and a Monte Cristo No. 2. Those are my two favorite cigars I smoke.
Folks, if you're cigar smokers, you should listen to this man. He knows what he's talking about. Michael Allen, one of the breakout performers on the Champions Tour this year, competing in Hawaii this week at the Pacific Links Hawaii Championship. Michael, good luck. Keep it rolling. Thanks for connecting with us.
Swanee, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Direct Connect is brought to you by United, who is proud to be the official airline of the PGA Tour.